Taurus, welcome back for your June reading. Now, I have changed these readings a bit because everyone was saying, where's the finance? Where's the family? Now, I have pre-pulled the cards apart from the clarification for the love, for the singles and couples. But with the chakra cards, I've also pulled a gem/stone. And that's to kind of interact of how it is the chakra is directly impacting different areas of your life. Now, if I sense something else is something that you'd need to fine tune, I will tell you and I'll put the information in the bottom of the box. And if I forget, I'm sorry. Now, your first card that you've got is your solar plexus, and this is connected to responsibilities. And I'll try and read into it a little bit so you get a gist of how this chakra, what can happen is it's either overactive, underactive, or it's not firing correctly. So there can be a blockage, and that can be to do with purging and healing. You've also got your third eye and throat. Now, with your third eye, this is all to do with your awakening, your perspective. You can be getting headaches. Also your intuition, your trust, the way you manifest, the synchronicity, seeing the signs. Now, with your throat chakra, the aspect of communication, expressing, sharing, and speaking your truth. So it can be coming in a positive way or a negative way. So it's going to impact the way you communicate with people. And your solar plexus. Now, this is, again, about your intuition, your discipline, your aspect of responsibilities, the choices that you're making, the ability to realize that you have free will, your personal boundaries, and the way you feel about yourself. Now, with the stone, okay, now this is about visualizing your life purpose, which is what brings you joy and bliss, and it's your ability to speak up, but coming from a correct throat chakra. Process all that is happening within you and around you. So it might be all of a sudden these emotions are coming up, and especially when I've just briefly looked at some of your cards. See, I've lost my voice. Something to do with family. It definitely has popped out connected to those things. Now, it might have been that something had happened in your family. Can be all the way back to childhood. Definitely with the planet of Chiron going into retrograde, it can be bringing about aspects where you're really getting up in your head. It's going to be retrograde, I do believe, for 3 months, but then it will be swapping signs into Pisces. Now, when that happens, you're going to really go inside yourself, but again, it depends on your chart and how it will directly impact you. From a collective point of view, you're going to be doing a lot of processing. Now, in your financial aspect of things, what's happening is you're looking at your finances, and you've got to be super careful not to manifest your fares coming through, okay? Face your aspects of your opinion connected to the cash flow at the moment. Now, with that, you speaking about situations, if you're speaking about it from a negative point of view, being honest about it, but don't be brutally, you're not painting yourself in the best picture, or you're painting yourself in too much of a good picture. Ultimately speaking, is it going to impact you later? Now, a lot of that is going to come up into highlight this month, because anything that wasn't set on a firm foundation that you had dealt with a few months ago, it might come up for highlight again. So the way you deal with it's going to be super important. Now, if you're wanting to tune into those chakras, you can Google them, and there's different hertz you can actually listen to in a sense of meditation. So when you go to bed, you can actually listen to it, and that's going to help you keep incredibly balanced, or it's going to help to a degree. It's not going to make it perfect, but definitely the healing, the meditation, the exercise, especially for the release of the energy, is definitely going to help with that aspect of your mindset. Now, you need to release anger connected to finances, because that vibration, again, that's 2 vibrations. So there's a feeling of maybe from the past, that maybe money was there for you and then it's gone, and there can be connections to that. This is going to impact every area. So your feelings, your truth is painting a picture. You've got to be really careful about what picture you're painting. Now, you might dream of it, But if you're not manifesting it and verbalizing it, doing communication, networking yourself correctly, and speaking and dealing with these conflicts and becoming creative, it feels as though you might not get the best out of your financial situation. But as long as you keep the communication open and you realize that you have the power in that area, you're going to manifest really good things coming to you. Now, in your general life, it may be you're feeling really down. And again, this can come down to maybe too much responsibility, you not feeling grounded and you not being honest about the situation. So some of your spiritual path you're not completely believing in, and you're feeling very run down from the situation, but you're trying to keep grounded. But again, you need to shine bright like a diamond, and you need to try and get yourself grounded to persevere forward. Try and paint your picture in the best possible light. Now, you're not feeling you have a lot of potential at the moment. It can be due to your health and fatigue. But again, it's a vibration that will shift. And if you're needing a booking, you can come through to the website and I can give you a hand with shifting that energy. But your intuition. Now, that might be on fire, yet what you're doing is, if your belief in yourself, which is, you know, your sacral chakra and your solar plexus, if those two aren't balanced, it's not going to be firing correctly. So you're not going to be able to manifest the things that you're actually wanting. Your intuition is telling you something else, but your ego is blocking the reality. So a lot of what's going on with Chiron is really that we're having the death of ego. So when that process is through, we're going to be able to use our intuition a lot better than let our ego get in the middle of it, because that's when we're unable to manifest. That's when we're unable to actually believe in the true potential that we actually are. And again, in your family life, there is no such thing, laws of attraction, okay? There is no such thing as an unchangeable condition, and that's within your family. So if you've had way too much responsibility and you're thinking, yeah, but I have to do this because they don't do what they need to do and I have to help them, or my love life, you know, it's still the same and my family are telling me one thing and that I should just get over it. Well, again, if you keep that balanced, you'll see the truth. The ego needs to die. You're your truth. You know the honesty. You're not speaking your truth. You're not speaking your truth, and you're not grounded. So the way you're looking at it is going to create an ill manifestation. Again, the way your parents see things, or something that happened to your parent or parent, your health doesn't have to go that way. Get grounded. You know, speak your truth about things. Be honest, but take responsibility. I mean, you know, if it was health related, then are you taking responsibility? Are you doing everything you need to? Are you communicating your truth? Those are relevant areas. Okay, now the laws of attraction directly, it's just repeating itself the whole way through. The laws of attraction are attracted to truth, but the truth of what you're feeling. So what are you holding? Is it anger, hurt, ego, sabotaging thoughts? Those things are what are going to manifest, because they are lower frequencies attract the same. At the moment, I very much try and wake up in the morning, listen to my meditation, I go for a walk, and I try and keep the energy very neutral. I clear and I cleanse, and I try and focus on what I physically can manifest. And I think that for you at the moment is the very best. If you can, try and walk on the beach, wash with bath salts to try and cleanse that energy, because for you where you're at, you're feeling very tired. You're feeling very down energetically to a point where you're feeling you can't manifest. There's mass potential with your zodiac sign. You just have to see the belief in that situation to get the best out of it. Now, in your couples, okay, there's two energies that are crowning it, which fell out. Now, there is a bit of anger here. That can be to do with the external. Again, if this is your energy, it can be that you're angry about what other people have and how their relationships are going, and why yours isn't like that. But you're also feeling, you know, have you done the right thing by investing in this situation? That can be with money. That can be with what you're trying to manifest within the relationship. So this is the energy coming in June. For you, are you doing the right thing at an emotional, at a physical level? You know, are you keeping yourself grounded? Are you being responsible within the situation? Are you communicating correctly? And are you grounded enough at the moment for this to have the most positive result in June? Your intuition's telling you the truth. You're trying to keep balanced. But is the scale more on one side than the other? You know, you're going to have to put the work into it if you're wanting to get the best out of it. So when you are kind of getting to the point where you're like, I just don't want to do something, or you don't want to communicate it and you're not seeing eye to eye, you might need to do these techniques to actually help you get grounded so the communication can come through. And again, it may be that you're getting bored of a situation and something hasn't changed. With the way the retrograde is, if something's broken and you've tried to fix it, sort of what happens is it comes back again to be reassessed if you've done the work and if you put the foundations back correctly. If it was rocky before and you have fine-tuned things, now is going to be the time where you're going to be able to actually physically look at the situation and see if you feel it's relevant for you and them collectively. And if it can be worked on again, you can fine-tune it further and then you can move forward from there. But definitely try and get the grounded energy back. You know, walk on the beach, sit in your thoughts, communicate what you're feeling. But again, be grounded before you do that aspect of communication. Now, your partner is healing and they're going through a transformation as well. A lot of us are. But in a way, they're feeling really wary about what you're doing and you're feeling worried about what they're doing, and you're using your intuition. You're keeping balanced and you're trying to be kind about it, but something's off. They may feel that they're carrying a lot of burdens, and some of it you're feeling you just don't want to do. They're very stressed and you're not wanting to put the work in it. You're almost feeling you're done with the situation. In between you, again, it's ego. And that's quite relevant. We are having the death of ego. So this can be a temporary energy. Try not to assess it based on just the physical vibrations you're having right now. Try and give it 2-3 weeks before you make any firm decisions, because we are in retrograde for 3 months. Now, there is strength within this relationship. But finances are directly impacting this, and both of you might be just in it at the moment for the aspect of money, and the emotions might need fine-tuning at the moment. But you do know if you walk through a door, you know, you're going to have courage, because it may be over. Okay. You may have had an offer from somebody else, or feelings might have stirred up from somebody else. That's not for all of you. This might be that you're remembering back to where it was in the beginning. So it's going to depend on how it relates to you. Okay, because you got the Lover card. And the happiness is connected to this. So you might be loyal to this situation, and your intuition and your balance and the love you have is connected to this person. But there is another energy coming through. And where you're getting tired of something, something changes. So it might be another person makes communication with you, and you're having to be very, very disciplined. And after that, due to something that you hear, it may make you to the point where you're up in your head and you just don't want to do anything as yet. Now, this can be that another person's relationship is going smoothly and you wish yours was like that. It doesn't have to be a physical person of a romantic nature. It can be little things that trigger you to that point, especially with you being concerned about being grounded, being able to communicate. It might be that they are very good in the communication within their relationship, and that both parties are taking ample responsibility, whereas energetically you might be feeling that that's not happening within your relationship. Now, although your partner's healing, they are coming out of a time where they're bedridden or emotionally run down. And they're taking Now, they are afraid that somebody's going to take you. So it can be that they're concerned. This can be connected to, again, cash or losing something, having to work very hard and holding on to it, because money is a huge undertone here at the moment. But at the same time, it might physically be you. Although there are a lot of burdens, your partner does have the hope. And although they're stressed, they're working hard. They're trying. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. And I'll do the singles. Okay, singles, what's going on with you guys? Okay, it may be that somebody is coming towards you. Okay, you got the alone card in reverse. It may be that you're really happy at the moment to be alone, or that you have started seeing someone. But you're not following your intuition connected to this. You don't even know where it's going to go. And you don't have balance. You're trying to manifest something, but you've got to be careful. Again, remember what's coming out. Are you being responsible? Are you being honest about what you're experiencing? Are you grounded enough to deal with this given situation? Yes, shine, but also be careful about how you're dealing with this. It feels like there might be several energies here. It could be that you are waiting for somebody and you're trying to manifest it in, but you're getting sidetracked by another person, because the first card is 11 and they're detached, and that can be a twin flame. So I think what I might do, I didn't do this in the other readings, but this has come through on this one. I'm going to pull another 4 cards for the other energy that I'm sensing. Okay. First energy feels like twin, is detached, no communication. They're becoming grounded. Again, you got this card, which is twin, not showing you the connection, but they do have love for you. But they're not having time to breathe at the moment. They're trying to do something, and I'll tune into what they're doing. I'll pull some extra cards, clarifications on that. Just tune into their energy at the moment. Okay, at the moment, it may be that they're feeling a little bit immature, or they're feeling you're not quite ready. And although they're grounded, they do feel stuck. They're stuck. Now, although they're not showing love, they do want you to be their partner. Okay? And although they're not breathing, it's directly connected to a home, family environment. And that can be physically, they're trying to come home to themselves, or they're dealing with an asset and trying to divide the situation. And they've also got a lot of falseness around them at the moment. So they do have a lot going on. This other person's energy, who you are interacting with or is coming towards you, they're not balanced either. And this is where it's causing a bit of conflict for you. They're not balanced. They don't have faith in this situation. They have another opportunity. And they are going to move on. Okay, I don't think I need to clarify on that. I'll pull 3 more cards. Yeah, due to a previous situation that they worked hard on, they're still semi-invested in healing from it. Financially speaking, you know, they don't have their finances in order at the moment, or they don't feel there's enough to invest in a sense of heart chakra. And an opportunity that's coming might be a new job for them, so it may be financially related, and that's why they're needing to move forward. But the moving on might feel quite false, because it feels like it didn't get off the ground correctly and it wasn't cemented in stone. So I'm going to leave it at that. And if you are wanting an emergency booking, you can go to the link directly below. I'll try and do mid-month videos. But look after yourselves, guys. Bye.